Catch the echo of a closing door before the silence hits the floor. Don't let the shadows stretch too far across the surface of the ceramic jar. The oak chair sits in a pool of blue, looking for a version of you that didn't have a suitcase by the bed, or all these heavy words we never said. Steam is rising from the silver pie. Everything we have is what we forgot. The curtains shiver in a sudden draft, breaking every bridge where we once laughed. If the candle flickers in the dark, show me where to find a single spark. Desire, the anchor of your steady palm, in the middle of this hollow calm. Need the resonance of your quiet name, spark the embers of a dying flame. Seek the map within your distant gaze, lost inside a thick and humid haze. Craving the texture of your winter skin, where the lonely nights begin to cave in. Linger near the window for a while, trying to recall your frozen smile. Stop the motion of the spinning world before the final flag is unfurled. Dust is gathering on the kitchen shelf. I'm becoming a stranger to myself. You move like a phantom in the air, with no more warmth left for us to share. The mailbox overflows with white and gray, watching the remaining lights slip away. The piano keys are covered in a sheet. Listen to the rain upon the street. If the bridge is starting to decay, tell me where the pieces used to lay. Yearn for the rhythm of your tired breath, facing the reality of this slow death. Ache for the salt on your cooling neck before the feelings turn into a wreck. Longing for the vision in your eyes beneath the weight of the light and skies. Thirsting for the secrets you keep while the rest of the city is asleep. Ooh, stop the gears from turning in the clock. Break the handle, pick the rusted lock. If you're drifting, do it with grace. Leave no shadow in this empty space. Shatter the glass upon the wooden floor as you head for the open door. Capture the echo of a fading song, where the melody went wrong. Keep the room from feeling cold, where the story left untold. Steam is rising from the silver pot. Everything we have is what we forgot. I see you tracing patterns on the wood, doing the things we understood. Your coat is hanging by the stairs, caught in the middle of our chaos. The floorboards grown under your feet, echo in the empty street. If the thread is starting to unwind, leave a piece of you behind. Yearning for the anchor of your palm in this sudden and hollow calm. Needing the resonance of your quiet voice, making me feel like I have a choice. Seeking the comfort in your honest name, protecting the spark of a shivering flame. Craving the map upon your cooling skin, where the winter nights begin. Where the winter nights begin again. By the kitchen mat, oh, where the ghosts of laughter sat, oh, stop the motion of the spinning room, oh, caught inside a heavy gloom, oh, the mailbox rattles in the wind, The clock is ticking on the wall, yeah. Waiting for the sky to fall, yeah. If the bridge is starting to decay, find a reason for us to stay, aching for the rhythm of your tired heart before we fall completely apart. Thirsting for the nectar on your lip, watching the steady balance start to slip. They're sharing the vision in your distant eyes, underneath the weight of lead and skies. Searching for the truth in your dark gaze, lost inside a cold and humid haze. Yeah. Blow the candles to the floor as you head for the open door. If you're drifting, keep it light. Don't just vanish in the night. Break the tension with a sigh before the well of tears runs dry. Way beside the faded light, while the shadows claim the night. Don't let the silence grow too deep, with secrets that we couldn't keep. The teapot's cold against my head, like desert dunes and shifting sand. You're looking through the window pane, the streaks of gray and silver rain. Your keys are rattling on the shelf, talking softly to myself. The curtains shiver in the drag, breaking the bridges where we lie. If the map is torn in two, find a path that leads to you. Always needing your quiet grace to fill this hollow empty space, wanting the resonance of your name, spark a small and dying flame, seeking a comfort in your stride, with nothing left for us to hide, aching for warmth beneath your skin, before the winter innocent. Justice dancing in the hall, where the winter shadows crawl. Your coat is missing from the hood, like chapters from a closed up book. You move like I am made of it, with no more love for us to share. The mailbox overflows with wine, in the middle of the lonely night, craving the vision of your face in every dark and lonely place, yearning for words you never said, the tension in my head, longing for rhythm in your breath, facing a slow and steady death, searching for traces of your ghost, the one that I will miss the most. Stop the clock upon the wall before the final anchors fall. If you're drifting, take it slow, let the bitter water flow, shatter the glass upon the lake, for a single fragile promise sake. Yeah. Pause beside the garden gate before the hour's far too late. Watch the colors turn to gold as the final story is told. Say the glimmer of the sinking sun before the race is finally run. Stop the shadows from their long creep across the vows we meant to keep. Cold porcelain rests against my lip, watching the steady balance start to slip. You're counting tiles on the kitchen floor, leaning your weight against the heavy door. The kettle steam has vanished in the air, leaving a cold and hollow silence there. Your keys are caught upon the marble stair, untouched by your warm and steady air. If the anchor's lifted from the sea, show me the map within your head. Yearning for the resonance of your name, to feed the embers of a dying flame. Crave the texture of your winter skin, before the lonely nights will settle in. Seek the comfort of your quiet breath, facing the reality of a slow death. Need the oxygen inside your lungs, phrases tripping off our heavy tongue. In the middle of this hum, remain beside the empty wooden chair, breathing the thick and humid air. Prevent the memories from turning gray into the colors of a winter day. The mailbox rattles in the sudden gusts, covered in layers of ancient rust. I watch you gather up the silver thread, ignoring everything that we have said. The piano keys are hidden by a shed, listening to the rain upon the street. Move like I'm a phantom on the wall, waiting for the final sky to fall. If the bridge is starting to decay, tell me where the pieces used to lay. Longing for the vision in your eyes, underneath the weight of lead and sky. Ache for the rhythm in your quiet step, as the silence makes the loss complete. Thirst for the nectar on your cooling lip, watching the polished edges that start to slip. Desire the anchor of your steady palm, in the middle of this hollow calm. Shatter the mirror in the dark and all, let the final pieces start to fall. If you're departing, do it with grace, leave no shadow in this empty space. Melt the candles to the floor as you head for the open door. Open door. Stare right here, don't fade at night. I'm holding on with everything inside. Stay right here, don't fade at night. I'm falling faster every time you hide. But room feels thin when you pull back. Your words come slow, then lose their track. I watch your eyes avoid my own, like you're already halfway gone. I count the seconds in your breath, each one closer to the end. I reach for truth you never said, and feel you slipping anyway. Oh, if this is where you choose to run, just face me now before you're gone. I still want your bite, even when it barely cuts the night. Ooh, I still want your voice, even when it sounds like a choice. I still want your name, even when it echoes through the pain. I still want your heart, even if it's breaking us apart. Stay right here, don't fade at night. I'm holding on with everything inside. Stay right here, don't fade at night. I'm falling faster every time. silence hits me way too loud. A crowded space, an empty sound. I try to stand where you once were, but nothing feels familiar. You move like I'm not in the room, like loving me is something new. I read the space between your lines and lose you more each time. And if this is where you choose to run, just face me now before you're gone. I still want you back, even when it barely cuts the night. I still want your voice, even when it sounds like a choice. I still want your name, even when it echoes through the pain. I still want your heart, even if it's breaking us apart. If you're leaving, slow it down, don't disappear without a sound. Let me feel the truth unfold, not all at once, not ice cold. Stay right here, don't fade tonight. I'm holding on with everything inside. Stay right here, don't fade tonight. I'm falling faster every time you hide. Linger near the flickering flame before we forget each other's name. Don't vanish into deep blue while I'm looking for a bit of you. Cold tea leaves in a porcelain jar, watching the light of a distant star. The window is fogged by your heavy sigh, underneath the gray and leaden sky. Your keys are cold on the marble top, wishing the ticking clock would stop. The carpet holds the weight of your feet, walking away to a different street. If the thread is starting to fray, find a reason to survive the day. Longing for the anchor of your palm in this sudden and hollow calm, needing the resonance in your chest, giving my worried spirit some rest. Crave the vision of your tired face, lost inside this quiet space, searching for the map on your skin where the winter starts to enter in. Where the winter starts to enter in. Remain beside the cooling heart across this wide and lonely earth. Stop the shadows from moving fast, making the fragile moment last. Dust is settling on a wooden frame, a picture that doesn't feel the same. You move like a ghost in the morning air, with no more warmth for us to share. The mail is piled by the kitchen mat, where our old conversation sat. Your coat is missing from the hallway nail, everything is looking thin and pale. If the engine begins to roar, wait for a second or maybe more. Yearning for the music of your step, breaking every promise we kept, aching for the salt on your neck, leaving the feelings in a wreck, seeking the truth in your dark gaze, blurred by a cold and humid haze, thirsting for the words you hide, with nothing left for us to decide. Shatter the ice on the frozen pond of the things of which we were fond. If you're drifting, keep it slow, let the bitter river flow, turn the handle of the rusted light before we hit the final ride. Stand beside the garden gate before the hour is far too late. Watch the colors turn to gold as the final story is told. capture the shadow before it's gone. Waiting for the arrival of the dawn. Don't let the silence swallow the floor before you head for the open door. The tears turn cold in the ceramic pot, thinking of things that we both forgot. Tracing the cracks in the plaster wall, waiting for the heavy ceiling to fall. The rug is frayed by the kitchen door, like you don't walk here anymore. Dust is dancing in the morning light after a long and heavy night. If the lantern is starting to dim, fill the glass to the very rim, needing the warmth of your quiet grace to fill this hollow and empty space, craving the sound of your steady breath, facing the reality of a slow death, searching for traces of your name without the heat of a dying flame, finding the map in your open palm in the sudden and heavy cold. In the sudden and heavy remain beside a wooden chair, breathing in the cold and thin air. Don't let the memories turn to stone, leaving me in this house alone. The mailbox stands with a broken hinge, where the morning begins to fringe. I watch you gather up the silk and lace with a stranger's frozen face. The piano's out of its original tune, under the light of a waning moon. You move like I'm a shadow in the hall, watching the final autumn leaves fall. If the anchor is starting to slip, lose the strength of your steady grip, yearning for truth in your distant eyes, beneath the weight of the charcoal skies, aching for resonance in your step, breaking the promises that we kept, thirsting for the salt on your neck, before the feelings turn to a wreck, feeling the rhythm in your stride, with no more secrets left to hide. Break the tension with a single sigh, before the well of our tears runs dry. If you're leaving, keep it light, don't just vanish in the night. Turn a key in the rusted lock before we hit the jagged rock. Lean against the peeling pain, where the memory starts to fade. Watch the arrival of the gray rain, mixing up the pleasure and the pain. Preserve the remaining heat within the room before the winter stars begin to loom. Guard the candle from the sudden draft, breaking every bridge where we once left. The ceramic tile is biting at my feet, listening to the rhythm of the street. Your shadow stretches long across the hall, waiting for the heavy night to fall. The kettle steam is vanishing in air, leaving only hollow silence there. I see you gathering the silver thread, ignoring every word we ever said. If the anchor's lifting from the deep, tell me which promises I'm meant to keep. Yearning for the resonance of your voice, though staying doesn't seem to be a choice. Craving than air. Stop the shadows from their steady climb, while we're running out of borrowed time. The mailbox rattles with a hollow sound, where the fallen leaves are turning brown. You move like someone I have never known, building up a kingdom made of stone. The piano keys are covered with a cloth, watching the arrival of the moth. I watch you trace the patterns on the glass, waiting for the winter days to pass. If the flame is dying in the lamp, leave a light before the air gets damp. Longing for the vision in your eyes, underneath the weight of flooding skies. Ache for the rhythm of your cooling hand across the wide and lonely land. Thirst for the secrets in your heavy heart before the whole world falls completely apart. Desire the anchor of your steady calm in the middle of this sudden calm. Shatter the mirror in the darkened hall. Let the final pieces start to fall. If you're departing, keep it soft and slow. Don't let the bitter river start to flow. Turn the handle of the rusted door. We don't live in this house anymore. Hold a moment before it breaks, counting up all our old mistakes. Coffee clouds in a porcelain cup, watching the morning sun burn up. Your silhouette leans against the frame, whispering a soft and broken name. Dust is dancing in the light after a long and heavy night. The keys are lying on the mat where the silent memory sat. If you're reaching for the silver ledge, wait for the spark of a final match. I crave the warmth of your fading glow when the winter winds begin to blow. I need the rhythm of your quiet heart while we're drifting miles apart. I want the echo in your hollow chest, giving my weary soul some rest. I search for colors in your tired eyes, beneath the weight of the charcoal skies. Beneath the weight of the charcoal skies. Keep the pulse of the dying flame before the world starts feeling tame. The hallway echoes with a ghost, the one that I will miss the most. Your footprints lead toward the street, ignoring the pavement and the heat. I try to grasp the empty air, finding a strand of silver hair. The radio plays a static tune under a pale and rising moon. If the engine starts to hum and roar, give me a second, maybe more. I keep the scent of your woolen coat like a desperate handwritten note. I hear the music of your distant voice, though staying was never a real choice. I feel the pressure of your ghosting head across a wide and lonely land. I drink the silence from an empty jar, watching the glow of a falling star. Don't let the anchor hit the ground, turning the world into a sound. If you're leaving, do it slow, let the bitter water grow. Break the ice upon the lake for a single promise. Stand beside the garden gate before the hour is far too late. Watch the shadows turn to blue, I'm holding on to parts of you. away just a bit, where the dying candle's flame is lit. Prevent the darkness from reaching the floor before you walk through the open door. Steam is rising from the porcelain rim as the winter sunlight starts to dim. I watch your fingers fiddle with the keys, bringing my composure to its knees. The carpet carries traces of your stride, with no more secrets left for us to hide. The curtains shiver in the sudden draft, breaking every bridge where we once laughed. If the silence is a weapon you choose, tell me what else I have left to lose. Always reaching for your cooling palm, trying to find a momentary calm, yearning for the sound of a steady beat while the world is crumbling beneath our feet. Needing the oxygen inside your lungs, phrases dripping off our heavy tongues, chasing the shadow of a better day, watching the colors turn to leading gray, yeah. Remain beside me in the quiet hall until the final autumn leaves all fall. Stop the motion of the spinning earth, testing what this memory is worth. Dust is settling on the wooden shelf, I'm becoming a stranger to myself. You move like I'm a phantom in the room, caught inside a thick and humid gloom. Ooh, the mail is piling on the kitchen mat, where the ghosts of our conversation sat. I see the distance in your narrow gaze, lost inside a cold and lonely edge. If the road ahead is calling your name, don't forget to leave a little flame. Longing for the nectar on your lip, watching the polished edges start to slip, seeking the map in your tired eyes beneath the curve of the charcoal skies, craving the rhythm of your dragon step, breaking the promises that we both care, feeling the pressure of your ghosting stare, filling up the cold and empty air. Shatter the glass of the frozen lake for a single fragile promise sake. If you're departing, do it with grace, leave a spark of light in the space. Stop the ticking of the rusty clock, turn the handle of the final lock. Stay for a moment at the garden gate before the hour is far too late. Watch the winter turn into a song, finding where we both finally belong. Linger near the edge of the fading glow before the winter rivers start to flow. Prevent the darkness from touching the floor while the moonlight creeps under the door. The copper kettle hums a low, lonely tune under the gaze of a paper white moon. You're folding laundry with a steady, quiet hand, like a traveler lost in a foreign land. The floorboards creep beneath your heavy boots, tearing at the depth of our ancient roots. I see the frost forming on the window pane, tracing the patterns of a frozen rain. If the compass needle is starting to spin, let the long and lonely night begin. Craving the resonance of your softest side beneath the curve of a leaden sky. Need the anchor of your cooling palm to break the surface of this hollow calm. Seeking the map in your tired gaze, lost inside a thick and humid haze, wanting the rhythm of your quiet heart before we fall completely apart. remember your frozen smile. Stop the motion of the spinning world before the final flag is unfurled. Dust is dancing on the empty wooden shelf. I'm becoming a stranger to my own self. The mailbox rattles with the hollow metal clean. Standing on the edge of a jagged brink. You move like a phantom in the morning mist, like a memory that no longer exists. The radio plays a broken static song where the melody went completely wrong. The bridge is starting to sway and crack. Tell me there's a way to bring the light back. Longing for the oxygen inside your chest, giving my worried spirit some rest. Taking for the salt on your cooling neck before the feelings turn to a total wreck. Thirsting for the secret you never told, in the story that's getting bitter and cold. Searching for truth in your distant eyes, while the last of the guardian spirit dies. Guardian spirit dies. Shattered the glass on the frozen lake for a single fragile promise's sake. If you're departing, keep it soft and light. Don't just vanish in the middle of the night. Melt the candles down to the silver base, leaving no shadow in this empty space. Linger near the edge of the fading glow before the wind and rivers start to flow. Prevent the darkness from touching the floor while the moonlight creeps under the door. The copper kettle hums a low, lonely tune under the gaze of a paper white moon. You're folding laundry with a steady, quiet hand, like a traveler lost in a foreign land. The floorboards creep beneath your heavy boots, tearing at the depth of our ancient roots. I see the frost forming on the window pane, tracing the patterns of a frozen rain. If the compass needle is starting to spin, let the long and lonely night begin. Craving the resonance of your softest sigh beneath the curve of a leaden sky. Need the anchor of your cooling palm to break the surface of this hollow calm. Seeking the map in your tired gaze, lost inside a thick and humid haze. Wanting the rhythm of your quiet heart before we fall completely apart. Stand beside the doorway for a while. Stand beside the doorway. Stand beside the doorway for a while. Stand beside the doorway for a while, trying to remember your frozen smile. Stop the motion of the spinning world before the final flag is unfurled. Dust is dancing on the empty wooden shelf. I'm becoming a stranger to my own self. The mailbox rattles with a hollow metal clink. Standing on the edge of a jagged brink. You move like a phantom in the morning mist, like a memory that no longer exists. The radio plays a broken static song where the melody went completely wrong. If the bridge is starting to sway and crack, tell me there's a way to bring the light back. Longing for the oxygen frozen lake for a single fragile promise's sake. If you're departing, keep it soft and light. Don't just vanish in the middle of the night. Melt the candles down to the silver base, leaving no shadow in this empty space. Capture the spark before it turns to gray, floating through the middle of the day. Don't let the silence swallow the light in the center of this lonely night. The salt is spilling on the kitchen top. Haven't seen you linger for a while. You're tracing patterns on the frosted glass, watching the empty minutes start to pass. The stairs are groaning under every step, breaking every promise that we kept. Tea is cooling in the ceramic jar, watching the glow of a distant star. If the foundation begins to shake, tell me how much more I have to take. Grab the anchor of your cooling skin while the lonely nights are caving in. Need the resonance of your tired voice, making me feel like I have a choice. Want the map of your heavy soul, giving up every bit of my control. Seek the comfort of your honest breath, facing the reality of a slow death. Stand beside the window for a while, trying to remember how to smile. Keep the rhythm of the beating drum until the final winter seasons come. The garden's dying in the early frost, counting all the time that we have lost. You move like a shadow on the bedroom wall, waiting for the heavy sky to fall. The piano's covered with a dusty sheet, listen to the echoes on the street. The mailbox is rattling in the wind, where the straight lines start to bend. If the flame is dying in the glass, watch the lonely seasons start to pass. Wait for the texture of your name, burning inside this dying flame. Seek the rhythm of your quiet heart before we fall completely apart. Thirst for the nectar on your lip, watching the steady balance start to slip. Longing for the vision in your eyes, beneath the weight of the leaden sky. Shatter the mirror in the darkened hall, let the final pieces start to fall. If you're departing, keep it slow, let the bitter river start to flow. Turn the handle of the silver door. We don't live in this house anymore. Save the glimmer of the sinking sun, for the race is finally run. Stop the shadows from their long creep across the vows we meant to keep. Cold porcelain rests against my lip, watching the steady balance start to slip. You're counting tiles on the kitchen floor, leaning your weight against a heavy door. The kettle steam has vanished in the air, leaving the cold and hollow silence there. Your keys are cold upon a marble stand, untouched by a warm and steady hand. If the years are lifting from the sand, show me the map within your hand. inside the empty wooden chair, breathing the thick and humid air, prevent the memories from turning gray into the colors of a winter day. Yeah, the mailbox rattles in sudden gusts, covered in layers of ancient rust. I watch you gather up the silver thread, ignoring everything that we have said. The piano keys hidden by a sheet, listening to the rain upon the street. You move like I'm a phantom on the wall, waiting for the final sky to fall. If the bridge is starting to decay, tell me where the pieces used to lay. Longing for the vision in your eyes, underneath the weight of leaden skies. Ache for the rhythm in your quiet step, as the silence makes the loss complete. Thirst for the nectar on your cooling lip, watching the polished edges start to slip. Desire the anchor of your steady palm, in the middle of this hollow calm. Shatter the mirror in the darkened hall, let the final pieces start to fall. If you're departing, do it with grace. Leave no shadow in this empty space. Melt the candles to the floor as you head for the open door. Stay with the light, don't leave me cold. The story we haven't even told. Stay with the light, don't walk away. I'm begging for one more day. The air is heavy in this room, flowers starting not to bloom. I see you staring at the floor, with one hand already on the door. Your whispers used to be so sweet, now they're just echoes on the street. I try to catch a drift in mine, but there's nothing left for me to find. If you're already out the gate, tell me before it's far too late. I still want your smile, even if it's only for a while. Still want your hand, even in this desert made of sand. I still want your grace, even in this empty, quiet space. I still want your love, even when there's nothing left above. Stay with me, call the story we haven't even told. Stay with the light, don't walk away. I'm begging for one more day. The picture's sitting on a shelf, I'm losing pieces of myself. You move like I am made of glass, watching the lonely hours pass. The bed is wide and feeling thin, I don't know where to even begin to tell you how the silence ends, like broken birds with heavy wings. If you're already out the gate, tell me before it's far too late. I still want your smile, even if it's only for a while. I still want your hand, even in this desert made of sand. I still want your grace, even in this empty, quiet space. I still want your love, even when there's nothing left above. Don't let the candle flicker out, leave me a shadow of a doubt. If you go and take it slow, don't let the bitter winter grow. Stay with late corner, a story haven't even told. Stay with the light, don't walk away. I'm begging for one more day. Sees a glimmer in the dying way. Before the silence gets a little thick, prevent the shadows from a steady climb. While we're running out of borrowed time, the wallpaper's curling at the seam, caught inside a gray in every dream. I see your shadow lengthen on the floor, walking toward a different kind of door. Your coat is heavy with a scent of pine, crossing over every jacket line. The radio is humming with a buzz, looking for the person that you was. If the ice is forming on the lake, tell me how much more the heart can take. Want the oxygen inside your lungs, tasting honey on our heavy tongues. Need the anchor of your steady gaze, lost inside a thick and humid haze. See the comfort of your cooling hand, building castles in a shifting sand. Crave the resonance of your softest word, a melody that I have never heard. Linger by the empty wooden shell, trying to find a version of myself. Stop the turning of the rusty wheel, before we lose the way we used to feel. The mailbox hums a hollow metal song, where the old connections went so wrong. I watch you gather up the silver thread, ignoring everything that we said. The garden's frozen in a bed of white, in the middle of the lonely night. You move like someone I have never met, caught inside a web of deep regret. If the fire is dying in the grate, leave me here to settle with the fate. Hunger for the salt on your cooling skin, while the lonely nights are caving in. Longing for the vision in your eyes, underneath the weight of lead and sky. Take for the rhythm in your quiet step, breaking every promise that we kept. Thirst for the secrets in your heavy heart, before the whole world falls completely apart. To the wooden dock, break the rhythm of the ticking clock. If you're departing, do it with grace. Leave a little light within this space. Melt candles down to nothing more, scatter all the ashes on the floor.